behind the badge, they're human first. Most people only see police officers during someone's worst day or through a short clip on social media. That creates a perception that often doesn't reflect reality. The truth is, the overwhelming majority of police officers show up to work with one goal: do their job professionally, follow the law, serve their community, and go home safely to their families at the end of their shift. Listen, I know that may sound surprising to some people because so much of what they see comes from television, viral videos, or headlines. But if more civilians had the opportunity to walk through a police department before a shift started, I think they'd see something very different. You'd see normal people talking about their spouses, their kids, weekend plans, sports, and everyday life. You hear officers discussing calls from previous shifts during briefing, so they know what's happening in the community and can be prepared when their shift starts. They're not sitting around trying to figure out how to create conflict. Okay, they're trying to figure out how to handle situations safely, professionally, and make good decisions. In more than 2 decades in law enforcement, I never heard an officer say, "I hope I get in trouble today," or "I hope I make a decision that gets me fired. I hope someone records me making a mistake." That's simply not how officers think. Okay. Every profession has people who make poor decisions, and when that happens, there must be accountability, obviously. But those individuals should never define the thousands of police officers who quietly put on the uniform every day, answer calls for service, help people they've never met, and do their jobs with integrity. If you strip away the badge, the vest, and the uniform, what you're left with is a human being. Someone with a family, someone with responsibilities, someone who feels stress, experiences fear, celebrates victories, and carries the weight of difficult calls long after the shift ends. That's the reality most people never get to see. The more we understand one another, the easier it is to build trust and have meaningful conversations and bridge that gap between law enforcement and the communities they serve. I hope people really take this video and actually think about it. If you're a civilian, ask a tour of the police department. Ask the chief if you can sit in on certain things that maybe will change your mind about that. So leave a comment in the section if you want to talk about this, or if not. Until next time, let's keep bridging that gap one day at a time.